Hi, this video is designed to help you use the brand new Dukey sewing machines which the school have invested in. They have bought 24 brand new sewing machines and they're worth about £700 each, so we really do need you to look after them so you can get the best out of them. When you get your machine off of the shelf, make sure that you have a power lead, like this one here. Take the lid off. Some of them might already have a power lead in them, which is fine, so just use that one. First thing you need to do is to check that you've got the right equipment. You should have a plastic bag, and in that plastic bag you should have a spool stopper. I'll show you how to use that in a minute. At least 3 bobbins, some might already have thread on them already. A foot which has got the letter C on it. I'll show you how when you use that one. An embroidery foot which has got an I symbol on it, and you should also have a zipper foot as well. As well as the feet, you should have another one which is the buttonhole foot. I'll show you how to use that later as well. Spare needles, a little screwdriver which allows you to change the feet. I'll show you how to use that later, and a quick unpick as well. When you're not using them, just pop them back in the bag. On your machine already is the general purpose sewing foot. It's got a little spring there, that's how you know it's a general purpose one. It's also got the letter A on it as well. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I'm going to show you how to thread up the sewing machine. Choose a thread from the thread box. I'm going to choose a bright colour so you can see the stitches that I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you how to thread a bobbin as well today. Okay. First things first, get your spool of thread and place it in the spool pin which is here. Then put the bigger spool pin stopper at the end. Okay, done. Then I need you to follow the solid lines in order to thread the top thread. So hook it under there, turn it round following the solid lines, goes up there, around this hook bit here, down, and then around another hook. Then you need to thread it through the needle. These machines have an automatic threader. The way you use it is this. You hook the thread under there, pull that grey lever down, it twists around, and just push the thread against the needle, and it should, there you go through the eye of the needle, and you just pull the rest of it through. And that's that done. So I'll go over it again. Follow the solid lines, hook it under this metal bit here, around, so you've got 1, 2, down there, 3, up there which is 4, and then straight down, hook it round here, and then thread it through the needle using your automatic threader. That's for the top thread of the seam. The next thing is the bobbin which goes in here. I'm going to show you how to place the bobbin in by just using the one that's already been done. Holding the bobbin like that with the thread going to the right. It's called a drop feed because you literally just drop it into there, and there's a little gap there, and you literally just pull the thread through that little gap which goes under a little metal lip, and there you go, that's in there. You then need to bring your bobbin thread up through the plate. The way you do that is by going to the right of the machine over here, and that is called your hand wheel. You move that towards you, but you need to hold the threads together. So my right hand, I'm twisting the hand wheel towards me, and that puts the needle down and up, and if you can see there, That's pulling up the bobbin thread like that. So you can see the bobbin thread just there. So pull those through. There's a little gap there on the foot. Press it down there. Oops, there we go. And then just put your bobbin cover, click it in place. So let's go through the machine first of all, just to explain what everything is. With these new machines, they're brilliant. You've got lots of different stitches there, so what we call the utility stitches. You've then got your decorative stitches, and then the alphabet, so you can do writing on there as well, which is absolutely brilliant, and allows you to be very creative with the work that you're doing. Okay, I'm going to plug it in now. To the right of the machine, there's just the plug there, a socket, and then you switch it on. There we go. It springs into life. The sewing machine is already set for a straight stitch. These numbers here indicate stitch width and stitch length, and this number here relates to the stitch that you want to do. So 00 represents the straight stitch with the needle in the central position. Okay, so to do an ordinary straight stitch, you get your fabric that you're going to sew together. I've just chosen some white fabric because you can see the stitches a lot easier. You put your fabric in, put the presser foot down, and you'll see this button here, and that's stop and start. This is quite important, this bit here, this lever. You can either go slow, which I would recommend you do at the beginning, or really fast. I'm going to show you the speed so you can see how fast it goes. So when you get a bit more experienced, a bit more confident, you can go a little bit faster, but you start off with this. Here we go. Press start. Then I'm going to get you to press the reverse, because what that does is it locks the stitch so it doesn't come undone right at the beginning, then right at the end, not all the way through, just the beginning and the end. You then press go again, and that's how slow it goes at the moment. You might want to go a little bit faster, so just literally, you can do this while you're sewing. So that's quite a steady pace. This is how fast it can go. You just literally press that and it stops automatically. I wouldn't recommend you use that speed at this stage. So going at a steady speed, let's press and stop. You then lift up the lever at the back, and then you can take your fabric out by moving the hand wheel up and picking up the needle. So imagine that I'm going to come to the end of my sewing, so I'll go forward, stop. You can press stop and then press reverse if you want to, but you can actually press reverse while you're sewing and it will just stop automatically and go back. Press forward again, stop, and now imagine I've finished my sewing. The needle will automatically stop inside the fabric, so you need to lift it up with your hand wheel, pull it out, and at the side of the machine, I'll just move this over, there is a little blade in there, so if you haven't got a pair of scissors to hand, and it cuts the thread for you.